Hello everybody, welcome to this tutorial video in ARMA 3 Eden. Today I'm going to demonstrate a simple script slash way of having an IED go off that won't destroy the vehicle but will damage a specific part. Now this only works with specific vehicles and names and things of that nature, and we'll get into that here in a second. There are other ways of doing this. I know that for a fact. I tried to find the simplest way, and doing so, this is what I discovered. Now, this only works with vehicles in this particular script, but you can adjust it to make it work for people or what have you. All right, so we're going to start off with explaining what I have here, and then I'll demonstrate how it works. So first of all, I have a couple things. One, I just have some trash here because it, hiding the IED, so to speak. Underneath the trash is actually a little bitty mine. It's just a personnel mine. It's an APRS mine. It does not affect vehicles. It only hurts people. I found it good for a small size explosion. Now you can create an explosion to blow up and then make it disappear or do all kind of stuff. I found it the easiest way. Again, this is just me trying to find the easiest way, least a bit of coding as possible. Found a small little mine, covered it up with this little white container, and then all you're going to need is a trigger, and I've set this trigger to be about 2 by 3. No variable names or anything like that. You do want to have no type. Activation is blue for present, and this is what you want to look at. So in the conditions trigger of the expression, what you want is this, which is just saying, hey, this trigger, if it's true, this is Boolean, so it's saying yes or no, false or true, of X. So this is looking for a variable. This is a variable X in vehicles. Vehicles is a type, so it's looking for a certain amount of vehicles, or certain vehicles in the vehicles. Now with these brackets, it makes it an array, which means it's going to, if there was like 20 vehicles running through the area, it would see 20 vehicles. Now what this is doing is making sure count this list. This list is where these variables get stored. It's the array list. This is just making sure there's at least a vehicle inside of the area. Now, this is only going to work if it's a small little zone you set up with trigger. If you make this a huge area where you could have multiple vehicles entering at the same time, you could end up having problems. Again, trying to keep it simple, keep it small, you'll be good to go. All right, so it is greater than 0. If this returns true using this Boolean, then yes, this trigger will then activate. On activation, I created a simple variable named boom equals, and parentheses, to call from the list, from the array, this list, again, that's where the array was stored, number 0. So 0 is the first one in line of an array. 1 would be 2, 2 would be 3, and so forth and so on. So again, keeping it a small area, the first one, which would be number 0, in parentheses and semicolon to end that line of code. And then I set that variable, boom, to setHitPointDamage. This is specific to a specific hit point. And then I put brackets, quotations, hitrfwheel. Now this name right here can change. Click out of that. This name can change depending on what vehicle you plan to have run through it. Now most vehicles I have found, like if you get a certain like cup vehicles or something like that, they're generally going to have this basically the same name. If you're going to have a track vehicle or anything like that, this name will change. And I'll show you how you can find that name for that specific part. Now you could also, if you wanted to make sure that you hit them all, you could actually set this to an array as well and put in as many of the different types of things you want to be damaged as possible. And then this is how much damage it's going to achieve. 1 means it's completely destroyed. If you want it to be like halfway damaged, you can do 0.5 and you get the idea. Decimal and then number, and that's going to be the percentage of it. I think 1 is 100, 0.5 is 50%, so forth. In bracket and then semicolon. That's it. That's all you need inside of this trigger. Okay, we're going to select OK on that. Now let me show you. I'm going to pop down. Let's find some I'm just going to use this pack real fast, and we'll, you know what? Let's use a Humvee, shall we? Oh, the cars. There it is. We'll just do an unarmed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right. So here is the Humvee. Now, to figure out, what element you want destroyed, all you got to do is, let me pop open this right-hand side here. It is attributes, object advanced damage. So in here, you'll see all of the options for the different variable names for the different things you want damaged. So this is hit windshield 1. So that's like the windshield on the left or right. And this is 2, left or right. And what I'm looking for is I want to damage the front right wheel, like I mentioned in the little code there. So hit RF wheel. Okay, first axle right wheel, so that's the front right wheel. If I had a second axle, like this is my back axle, it'd be hit left LF2 wheel. So to hit the left wheel on the second on the left hand, so forth and so on. You can see all the different elements are hidden here: fuel tanks, body, engine hull. All of this can be assigned. So this is how you find it in an advanced damage and attributes to actually figure out what they are. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump in here. I have this in multiplayer, so I am with 375th Ranger Regiment, as you can see. And this is my boot camp module. But we're going to go in here and I'm going to teleport myself over here so that demonstrate this for you. And this works for AI and player. It doesn't matter who's the one driving the vehicle through. It's going to work for them. Now, again, the trigger is set to blue 4 present. If it was set to op 4 present, then it wouldn't actually affect you either. All right, so we're going to go in here, start this up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Boom. Front right wheel gets destroyed. And that's it. That is it. That is all it takes right there. So I hope this has been helpful to you. It took me a while to figure all this out, so I hope this is helpful, something simple that you guys can do. So if you like it, be sure to like this video, subscribe so you get to see more of this. If you want to see more ARMA tutorials on mission stuff like this, then please comment down below and let me know. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.